So do Muslim parents have a lot of kids so that they have a ton of chances to raise the next ISIS leader?
Aren't you scared she's gonna bomb us?
Go bomb somewhere else, you terrorist.
Go bomb somewhere else, not us.
I can't do this anymore.
Why do you wear that thing? It's so stupid.
You have a bomb under your jacket.
Yes. Oh. So what y'all just heard were examples of what's been said to us in our lives, and I'm pretty sure y'all can relate.
So our topic today is about Islamophobia. Islamophobia means intense disliking, mistrusting, discriminating, or being prejudiced against Muslims or Islam related.
I got it. The problem that Muslims are facing today is that children are being made fun of at school. For example, I read an article about a high school in Nashville, Tennessee. A child was having her hijab pulled off of her head, and it was being recorded by her classmates. On top of that, all kinds of stereotypes and misconceptions are being used against us on many occasions, and Muslims around the world are being abused and living in fear of being judged, discriminated, and based on what. I'm sorry, guys. Being mistreated, judged, and discriminated for the simple fact that they're Muslim.
The effects of Islamophobia. Some effects of Islamophobia I experienced, and probably many other people have experienced, is having people seeing you differently, treating you differently, persuaded by the media. You start to rot inside and you feel like misguided and lonely. You'll have unnecessary things, people will say unnecessary things to you like, are you really oppressed wearing that thing on? Or is your dad a part of ISIS, and stupid things like that. And you start to wonder, why me? Why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doing this to me? Why am I suffering? Why me? You need to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is wise and knowing. He knows you're suffering. He just wants to see how strong of a Muslim we are. Even though you can't see him, he's still there. He'll always be there for you. Just be strong.
The hijab. It's an act of modesty, a way to cover yourself. It's a shield. You please Allah, plus you get rewarded. In chapter 33, known as Al-Ahzab, verse 59, Allah gives the following command to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. O Prophet, say to your wives, your daughters, and the women of the believers that they should let down upon themselves their jilbabs.
The hijab is not only the protection for the head, but much more. The Quran commands men to not stare at women and to not be promiscuous. In Surah An-Nur, ayah 31, it explains why men should lower their gaze. Say to the believing men that they restrain their eyes and guard their private parts. This is pure for them. Surely Allah is aware of what they're doing. And remember, Allah treats everybody equally.
So another question is, are you forced to wear the hijab? Personally, I'm not forced to wear the hijab. However, I choose to wear the hijab to respect what Allah said in the Quran.
Am I forced to wear the hijab? The answer is no. Oh. Am I forced to wear the hijab? The answer is no. But I choose to wear the hijab because I take pride in my religion and who I am. It makes me unique because I'm different from others.
We're not done yet.
The hijab means a lot to me. It comes from the Arabic word hijaba, meaning to conceal. The hijab sets me free from expectations people think a woman shall need to be beautiful. Also, I wear the hijab because it makes me feel closer to Allah.
The hijab to me is the way I dress, act, and how I represent myself to others.
The hijab means to me a symbol in my religion that I take pride with. It makes me feel happy. What? The hijab makes me feel. The hijab means to me because I feel. Sorry, guys. The hijab means to me a symbol in my religion that I take pride with because I wear the hijab every day, and it will stay with me until I die.
When I wear the hijab, I feel free and like I'm protecting myself. The hijab to me is a symbol of my modesty and dignity.
My hijab is something I've grown accustomed to throughout my life.
You're supposed to be on my left side.
I don't wear it because... Does this work? Can y'all hear me now? My hijab is something I've grown accustomed to throughout my life. I don't wear it because I'm told to. I wear it because I want to. It's to be modest and to show the world that I'm Muslim and I'm not afraid of being judged about it. The hijab makes me feel very powerful, like royalty. The hijab represents our crown in a way, and we are the queens. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The hijab means a lot to me. It makes me feel powerful and different. Also, it makes me feel good inside because I'm repping my culture every day. Also, I choose to wear it and I would never give it up. Also, it helps me not care about what other people think about me because at the end of the day, I'm proud and always will be.
The hijab is a symbol of modesty and dignity, and that sort of encompasses the connection that I have towards it. Personally, I think my hijab indicates my inner characteristics in the sense that I feel more powerful when I have it on. I've been wearing the hijab since I was a little girl, and obviously I didn't really think much of it then. But now I see how much wearing the hijab, especially in the current climate of this country, is a sign of competence. I like to continue to think that I'm a strong Muslim woman, so I'll probably wear it for as long as I can.
My hijab is a part of me and it's my protection.
When dealing with your oppressors, try dua, Quran, and prayer. You can also try visiting a mosque, comparing the stories to stories of the Prophet ﷺ and stories of the companions. You can also remember that what we're going through, it was never as hard as what the prophets went through and what the companions have been through.
You can also visit some Muslim countries to experience the cultures and the people there. You can also make some Muslim friends, so you can, right here. Right here? Oh, okay. You can also visit some Muslim countries to experience the culture and the people. You can also make some Muslim friends to build trust within Muslims and get rid of the fear of Islamophobia.
First and foremost, we're always gonna First and foremost, we have to remember that every problem is not going to be your problem. First and foremost, we have to remember that every problem is not going to be your problem. There is always someone you can turn to help to, but you have to be able to go look for someone that you trust, whether it's a parent, friend, or counselor, etc. There are routes that you can deal with for dealing people who attack you because you're Muslim.
The first thing you can do is try to inform an authority figure. Again, it's not always going to be your problem to deal with. It just has to be your responsibility to go look for that person that you trust. Secondly, you have to tell your parents. It's better than just keeping it all to yourself, and every parent reacts differently, but that's going to be discussed later. And lastly, educate. That's kind of a broad term, but it basically means that you have to be able to separate the concept of bias and fact. Most of the time when somebody's attacking you, they have their biases tagged onto with whatever they're saying, and you have to be able to prove that person wrong and eliminate that bias and prove to that person that what they're saying is wrong, and make it seem like you're the right person.
Advice to parents. Parents, you should be aware that your children can be hurt in school. Maybe you can hold it in, but the kids take it to the heart. Kids at school, especially Muslims, can be physically or emotionally hurt. So it's good to be aware that to check up on your kids every now and then. Usually when kids talk to their parents about them being made fun of in school because they're Muslim, their parents usually say "ska'ari," which is not enough. It is also our fault because we don't speak up, and we need to tell parents more often, and we need to tell people that are that have felt this before, because they understand how it works.
That's all for our presentation. We would like to give a special shout out to Amina and Fatima for making it happen, our families and friends and whatsoever. So thank you.
Shout out to my Hoya Deco.